Pastor Kevin enjoys foot massages. Oh, said Susan. I thought he was a man. I believe Pastor Dave has used the same illustration. I'm okay with stealing it from him. He's not here. But the baby dolls do get left all over the place and dropped occasionally on their heads and colored on, and other people don't like my singing. Their butts. We see people still squeezing the toothpaste container from the middle. We see people putting the toilet paper on upside down. But, E-I-O-U. So lastly, this final burger patty, if I awake. The only reason you have the bottom part of the hamburger bun is because you need something on the bottom. We must have gotten married at 14. You cannot eat a chip without his knowledge. So David makes this passage like a burger. And then every good burger needs what on top? What is it? A tomato slice. That will be the nice thick beef burger, beef tomato, or is it beefsteak tomato?
I will be brief, just like Pastor David's sermon.
May we breathe out loud and extravagant praise now and for all eternity. We will glorify. Or what do you see in your neighbor? Not the one you like, but the other one. And I don't think Smokey the Bear would approve. Whoa. Aww. Yay! Oh, what a big boy! Oh, wow, who's a big boy? My wife woke from her slumber, and on the other hand, I was trying to keep students from dying or buildings from being destroyed.
In order to my newly fashioned coffee mug did not look up at me and say, Dave, why didn't you give me a handle? And I gotta tell you, I was horrible. Your knees are up in your chin. What do you call one of those sacks that you put groceries in? Is it a bag or a bag? When it comes to color selection, do you prefer God's green and gold, or would you rather have a pathetic shade of purple? You see how we've worked through the whole sandwich? We're back to the other piece of bread. That brings us to a fourth statement this morning. We're still working into the middle of our sandwich. We find the change your social status. We're moving back out in our sandwich. And then imperial slave, and then wealthy freed citizen slave, and then poor freeborn citizen, and then poor freed citizen slave, and then wealthy freeborn non-citizen, and then poor freeborn non-citizen, and then freed non-citizen slave. The club has this heavy head on the end of it, right? And it's usually made of some sort of metal, and that metal is attached to this shaft, and it's put on a grip, and we put the grip in the hands of a child.
Trying to keep my bike slow enough that I wouldn't fly off of the mountain. In 1911, 2,240 people boarded a ship that was unsinkable, the Titanic.
And a heart submitted to God as a fully devoted follower of Jesus. You say, well, how can I do that? Well, at basic level, you can frankly, the world doesn't need another one of you. To have a relationship with another human being. Packed. I'm going to prison. Careful. Woo. Put salt in his oats. And this is the job of parenting. And so what do? I break the law more.